So music can change us when we hear it. It can make you feel good, it can make you feel intense, it can do a lot of different things. So we have to have rules with our music, right? What happens if it's 10 o'clock at night and this chicken song comes on the radio at full blast? And your residents are all sleeping. It kind of might make some of them mad. But if it was 4:30 in the afternoon and all of a sudden you heard this song come on, and you're pushing them down to dinner, supper, that would help give them energy, that would excite them. So if randomly this song started playing at 4:30 some afternoon, would you guys be able to get some excitement going with the residents a little bit as you're taking them down to supper? Music can do that for us. So here's a few rules. What I've been taught is in the morning when you're trying to get people to wake up, we want to have a little more energy in our music. I haven't been real good about trying to change it a lot throughout the day because I don't even hear a lot. I'm so busy with what's going on in my head. And you guys can tell me anytime, hey, let's change the songs, and I would not take offense to that. So in the morning when we want to get them going and we want to get them down for breakfast, we should have a little more energy in it. Maybe something a little more lively and maybe a little bit more loud. But then about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, what's everybody around here pretty much doing? Taking a nap. And it really needs to be a little quieter. So then we need to go to easy listening music, maybe something classical, or our K-Love station, which I just love. It's just easy to listen to. But then, okay, about 3:30, 4 o'clock, we're getting them up again. Or you are, I'm watching. That's where we want to get some energy again. And the first couple days after I started playing that music, I loved watching you CNAs taking them down for supper. Because there was so much energy in the room, and they were excited, and the residents could feel it. It was really cool to see that happening. And so, helping me be aware of what's playing, I'm never offended when anyone gives me advice or anything. If I am, I'll tell you, but I want to know what you're thinking. So, then about 8 o'clock at night, that volume really needs to go down. And there are mornings that I've gotten here and I turn the radio on and I'm like, holy cow, wonder how long that was playing at that volume level. And so our residents are trying to go to bed, and sometimes when I've interviewed them, I've talked to them and they're like, yeah, I go to bed at 6:30. Whoa, that's pretty early. So our music needs to calm back down. So those are a few rules I would say we need to be aware of and be thinking about with our music. Bringing them joy, making you feel happy. When you're happy, they're happy. You know, sometimes they're not happy and you need to help them become happy, and sometimes we can't make them happy, period. But the more joy we're having, I feel like the more happy they are. Let's see. I got this a minute. So what are ideas you can think of to bring humor into the lives of our residents? I started creating this little laughter basket. I want to leave it on the piano in the activity room. And so, just so you all know, the activity room's not off limits to you. It's your room, it's the residents' room. It's a room where I want everyone to feel like they can go in and find things to make their day better. So I've put into this laughter basket a couple fun things and I want to add to it. It'd be fun to get it piled high. I think Linda maybe could have fun with blowing on if she's having a bad day. I can think of a couple people that, it's really silly. I got it for 49 cents. There's 2 of them in here. But there's little things that we could do that just maybe for 30 seconds could just brighten their day. These little laughter pills, they've already been out and about, and I've seen them on the filing cabinet at the nurse's station. I think there's been a few people laughing about them already. Haven't exposed them to any residents yet, but they're there for you guys to do that. If somebody's having a bad day, get them laughing. Have any of you watched the laughter video for the little babies ripping the paper? I'm not going to show that to you today, but it's impossible not to laugh when you see that little baby laughing. And then in the basket, there's a Laughter is Still the Best Medicine book. Not perfect for a book. There's some really great Ole and Lena joke books out there and stuff, and I'm going to keep looking for them. But any of you have ideas on laughter books, or maybe even a couple note cards with a good joke on it you can share? Knock-knock jokes.
Catchy ones, but they're short. You can know a few of those in your head.
Yes.
My son's got a children's joke book I can, there's a couple of them that got me chuckling, so
Yes.
I'll look through them.
Bring them. Also, this isn't really getting them laughing, but I'd love to see this incorporated. Has any of you seen this on the table out there?
Yeah.
Last night I had, I think, 3 people come to me and say, what's this and what's this? The CNAs?
Yeah.
And what are they? Have you all figured out what they are?
Are they reading glasses?
So this is a 1929 can opener. It's an antique that I found at an antique store, and I've had it on a shelf in my house. This is a sickle mower blade cover that goes on a bean head. Willard knew exactly what it was. I didn't. I had to make my husband tell me. There's 2 of these, but these are old-fashioned curling irons. They come from my past industry. They get heated in a warmer, and then that's what they use to curl hair with. I have no idea how many years ago, but our residents might. This thing is called a hand-operated drill. And so you put that drill bit in there, and if you had to go through a 2x4, it would take you a while, right? But it's pretty old. And this one has caused the most I'm not sure's. But, yeah, she knew. Have you used it?
Oh yeah, the first one I knew.
It's an ear tagger for cattle, and I have used it too. So when we'd have baby calves, you push the ear tag in with it. So this little bowl, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room on that table, but it's created something for our residents to think about. And I will continually keep looking for things throughout my farmyard or whatever. But if you guys have something unique that you'd love to put on it, I'm going to try and change it out every 2 to 3 weeks. And so that way, our residents that, for instance, like William, he needs something to go look for. They can go up to that table and what's on there now. And it causes conversation, it gives them something unique to think about. So if you have something around home, please share it with me. However, if I lost this, I wouldn't be devastated. Most things to me aren't super valuable. If it's something that if it went missing, it'd break your heart, please don't share it. Because I don't want you to lose anything and I don't want to be responsible for it. So those are just a couple ideas of things we can do at this point. We're working on trying to add some fun things out into the back patio for our residents to get pushed out to look at. Haven't figured out exactly what they're going to be yet, but just a couple thoughts. If any of you have relatives that have something they wouldn't mind sharing for a month, for instance, like a motor or a little tractor or something for the guys to look at, we would love that. I have one more little video. It's kind of a annoying one, but I thought I needed to share it. Sorry. Yep, was that my whole family?
And enjoy yourselves, and I hope you laugh, and I hope some of you guffaw, and a few of you may snort, you know who you are. I'll tell you why that's important. It is to, I hope you want to sit back and enjoy yourselves, and I hope you laugh, and I hope some of you guffaw, and a few of you may snort, you know who you are. I'll tell you why that's important. A new study came out, and it said that laughing makes your brain work better. And I know that's true because laughing has made me the smartest. Although on the other hand, babies laugh a lot, they're dumb. They eat their feet. The study said that laughing improves your memory, it lowers stress hormones, and lowers blood pressure. And it has the same effect, they say, that doing drugs has on you. So be careful, because you're about to get addicted to me. I need my Ellen. I need my Ellen. I'm not a scientist, but I do own a white coat and some beakers. So here's how it works. Laughing increases endorphins, which travel through your bloodstream, okay? And then they go through your ventricles, and they go up through the cerebral cortex. Then they travel back down into your lady antebellum, and we're heading back up towards your chalupa, and down into your cold plate. And it seems like a pretty obvious study. Laughing always feels good. It relaxes you. It puts you in a better mood. I mean, think about it. Have you ever seen a hyena in therapy? No. No. Don't even have to think about that. Apparently laughing for 20 minutes can help, so I thought, well, we should give it a try. So we are going to now laugh for 20 minutes. Ready? Go. That's too long. We're going to spread it out for the whole hour because that was another 19 minutes we had to go. So, I had to ventilate. The point is that laughing is good for you, and if you're in a stressful situation, laugh about it. That's what you do. You're about to get fired. You just look at your boss's face. A speeding ticket when you're pulled over. Officer. We're on this side. We're on this side. Sometimes they're on the passenger side. You have to go that way. If it doesn't work, you know what else makes you happy is dancing.
Well, we're not, hopefully, any of us going to get fired. And we're getting speeding tickets. But we all know that things around here can be stressful. I have witnessed that. I haven't been here that terribly long, but I know that all of you work hard. Okay, that didn't work. It's hard sometimes, isn't it? All of you that are nurses and CNAs, I see how hard it can be. Doesn't mean we're always going to be able to laugh, does it? There are times when we're going to get frustrated, times we're frustrated with maybe other people, maybe frustrated with the residents. That's just life. It's inevitable, right? So when I was teaching at the college, I bet you 10 times a day, I got what I would call drama from the students that were having issues with each other all the time. And I don't see that here a lot. I'm sure you guys do, probably more than I do, and I just said at noon today, I don't know if I just don't see it, or if it's just not here, but to me it's pretty minimal, and I think that's a huge blessing. So what I would tell my students, and this is just what I'm going to tell you, is there's something, you need to use the analogy of a workhorse. How many of you know what a workhorse is? A workhorse was designed to keep his blinders on and work. And they had to do the field work or whatever, and the farmers or whomever was trying to run this workhorse didn't want him paying attention to the green grass right over there, so he had him keep going. And I tell my students, I'm like, you just need to put blinders on. Because your goal is to get through school and become the best cosmetologist you could be. That was when I was teaching. Our goal here, and what I see, is that our goal is to take care of that person in front of us the very, very best we can. And for me, that may be going in and making them happy by bringing them something or just talking to them. I think our residents here are just hungry for the attention of conversation. It doesn't have to be this great, big, huge thing. It can be something really simple, but if every single one of us, our goal is just the person we're with at that moment, and not worrying about the next person next to me not doing what they should be doing, we'll do a better job. And if everyone had that same mentality, everything would look fabulous, wouldn't it? So, the workhorse. Now we're getting to the end here. But who's responsible for your joy? We can't change anybody else. We can't make somebody else work harder. We can't make somebody care more. We don't know what's going on in anybody else's lives, but we know that we can change ourselves, and so only we are responsible for how we act. So now, if you pull up your smartphones, or whatever you have, we're going to do a little game. And this is really fun. So if you haven't, pull it up. Go into the Internet Explorer, or wherever you're in. If you have the Wi-Fi here, I would suggest it's just going to be like 2 minutes. Turn it on data, because otherwise you're going to get frustrated. And there's a prize involved in it.
We're not supposed to have our phones recorded.
There was supposed to be a note on your counter, wasn't it, today?
There was,
Sorry if you missed it.
was that the nurse's station?
But I don't have it on my phone.
Okay. I will get it for you. Good, you're already there.
I'm having trouble.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, the pin will pop up on the screen. And there it is. Oh, Cassie's fast.
Oh, what's my last
Can use this as our attendance sheet.
Yeah.
It's actually sort of fun.
Are there still people trying, or can I start?
Yeah, come here. Come on, yeah. I don't want this time off.
One, four, four.
Put that in.
Yep. 9193. And hit enter. And then it'll ask you for your name. Nickname. You can use yours. Just put right here. Yep.
Are you on Wi-Fi or not?
Yeah.
Turn the Wi-Fi on.
Oh, turn it off.
There's a.
I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. And then we're going to start. Somebody dropped off. Okay?
Hold on, I'm still trying to get Mary in.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Now it's going to ask you questions on the screen, and you're going to hit it on your phone, the correct answer. Ready?
Okay.
Set. 10 questions. What is one thing laughter can't do or won't do? triangle or diamond or square
Circle, yeah.
won't do. The correct answer. Make you fall asleep. So Jessica won that one.
I came in second. Oh yeah, I see my name up there.
Okay, ready? Here's your next question.
I thought it was fast.
Laughter relaxes the whole body for up to how many minutes after you are done laughing? Woo! 45 minutes, up to 45 minutes. Cassie took the lead. How many calories does laughter burn after 10 to 15 minutes of laughter? Nine people guessed 40. One was 40. So 40 was the correct answer. What should you do when you hear laughter?
Run. I like that run.
The correct answer. Move towards it. Who's in the lead? Cassie's still in the lead. What age laughs the most?
Oh, I guessed wrong.
All of the above. Anybody. It just depends on the personality or what you're exposing yourself to. Cassie's still in the lead.
Yeah, but I lost my streak.
True or false? Smiling is contagious.
You are too fast.
I just have to tell you a quick story about this before we move on to the next question. I was walking down the hall 2 days ago in the morning on my way to my office, and William Jansen was coming at me. And I smiled at him and I said, "Good morning, William." And he said, "You're just always happy, aren't you?" And it gave me an opportunity to talk to him about choosing joy. I pray every day before I come to work that I can bless someone in my day. It's not always easy. I don't always feel like being here, just like all of you don't, but I rely on God's strength for my joy, and I ask for it. And so it's something we really need to work at. But I thought that was good because it gave me an opportunity to tell him we have to choose it. Even though our circumstances aren't always good, we can look for positive. So next. Cassie's still in the lead, but Deb is close behind.
Knock it off, Dad.
Take her phone.
What technique will help you develop your sense of humor?
Way down to third.
All of the above. Don't dwell on the negative. Don't go a day without laughing. Find your inner child.
Yeah.
Deb, to the lead.
First to third.
You're streaking.
Okay. True or false? Laughter shifts perspective. Yeah.
Oh, it's only 20 points apart.
What ways are simulated laughter accomplished?
I know, it's the first thing. That's what we're doing.
give love. Share a funny joke. Play with the happy pills. Do something silly. Who benefits from laughing? Your final question. Will Deb stay the lead?
I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Everyone benefits.
no.
Deb, well, Steph took second. And Connie. Well, good job, Deb.
Stephanie took first.
Yeah.
Stephanie took first.
Oh, Stephanie did.
Oh, they're doing it in the
Oh, gold, silver,
Sorry. Happy pills.
I got cut
You can choose to share them if you want. Well, I hope that I have encouraged you to try to find the positive in your days. Look for ways to laugh.
Say please.
And feel free to give me input on what we can do to add to our laughter basket.